Alright, cleanup 1 for 1 against Mr. Camo Panda 3K. Now, something I'd like to point out for this video, this is a couple days after Kang came out, and Kang was being played in approximately like 30% of the decks I was facing. Of course, these days, Kang is only played in a deck or two, and knowing that, 30% of the decks are playing Kang is pretty useful information. So we're always on the watch out for when people snap us. Is it always going to be a boomer snap, or does it mean that they're Kang snapping? Anyways, so in this junk deck that I'm playing, it's fairly standard. It's got all the usual junk tools minus Polaris and Green Goblin. However, we do have a Kang in our deck. The choice to Storm. Storm is probably one of my favorite cards. Usually I would want to storm a location like Murder World, and then because nobody's ever gonna contest it. But Sinister London makes the stormed location completely obsolete because they can play it into that Sinister London and it lands into the storm location. So you're basically forced to play Storm and Flooding. There was a big risk there that on turn 3 he gets to play a 3-drop in Sinister London, and he gets to copy it. But we accept that risk because we need to block the... We need to get rid of Sinister London at all costs. So, Debris was to clog up his space. And now his Wong only has one location left. Usually, Wong players, their big release is on turn 6. So we go ahead and play a Viper and Mr. Fantastic. Camo Panda's a pretty good player, so he might end up, he might end up playing a card into the big house just because he knows, yeah, Debris is coming, Viper might be coming, and we should close up our location on our own terms. Well, let's see if he does that. I don't actually remember. So I go ahead and snap him, and I end the turn. Because we have a great plan. Their flooded location is completely closed. And I'm gonna turn up the volume just a tiny bit. No, I'm gonna keep it off. Yep, so they didn't play into the big house. And he snaps us back. We're now at 8 cubes. This is the last turn of the game. He cannot play a single card into the big house. His flooded is he can't play into the flooded, and he has a Shuri on board. And now the question is, what do you think he's playing here? And with the Wong, he might have a Doctor Doom. He might have a or does maybe he have a Kang? And so the snapping here, there's three situations where someone snaps on turn 6. When they are very far behind, they are approximately equal, and when they're very far ahead. When they're very far ahead and they snap, that's usually what we call boomer snapping. And here we have a position where this is a really odd position for him to snap. He's clearly lost the big house. And it's very easy for us to play Doom into something like Flooded. Thanks for the follow, by the way. So, when he snaps and he's behind, that's when we know he's probably a Kang Snapper. And let's see what it is. So when you identify that someone's a Kang Snapper, it's like you think there's no way to punish him, right? He just resets a turn. So I think to myself, well, the play that we want to do is we want to play Doctor Doom. We win Flooded and we win the big house. Now we want to make a play that is not quite like amazing, but it's strong enough that we can contest something like a Doctor Doom, while also being able to leer out his confidence. Go ahead and fast forward a bit. And we play out 3 cards, and we hit end turn. And what do we see? A Kang. And yes, exactly what we Exactly what we thought would happen. He's snapping when he's behind. Far behind. And now, our plan is going to come to full fruition. The turn resets. And now, what do we think he's up to? Of course, he can end up playing a Doctor Doom and we actually lose. But I don't. It's like if he has Doctor Doom, he has it. But it's if he has Shuri, Doctor Doom, there's so much things that just doesn't seem like he does. And he also has a Kang. It's like it doesn't seem likely that he has a Doctor Doom. So he snaps us again because he's like, oh, he calculated out that he can beat a our exact same play, Shang-Chi into Demon into Sunspot. And so we stay in for this. We stay in for these 8 cubes and we see what he has to show us. And what do you guys think that he has? Turns out it's a hazmat. He was so confident that he would win, and it was a hazmat. Funnily enough, Camo Panda dropped by the stream after this match, and he asked if I knew that he played Kang, and I said yes, and I said I sandbagged because I wanted to save my best play for the grand finale. But yeah, so people say that Kang snapping is brain dead and it's easy cubes, but against a really good player, you can get punished for this.